Morning YouTube, Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. Let's rock. Okay, bounce back Wednesday. We have gold up $35 to 3,966, trying to claw its way back to 4,000. Silver up 58 cents to 47.67 after a pretty bad day yesterday. 47.67 London spot versus 47.44 silver futures. So about 20-cent differential there, backwardation between spot and futures. GSR 83.04. 10-year yield, now it was down a little bit this morning. Then we had the ADP employment report come out, 42,000 versus 22,000 estimate. A little bit bullish for the jobs market. Although there's a whole mixed bag there, small businesses losing jobs, large businesses gaining jobs. It's always the same. And a lot of technicians apparently losing work and tradespeople finding work. So there's a mixed bag. The dollar is 100.20, right about flat this morning, trying to levitate here over 100. Copper market up 1.5 cents to 4.99, and just kind of holding its own, but at the lower end of its boundary. Platinum futures down 16 to 15.34, continuing the damage. Let's get a longer chart on platinum, and well, let's see, where's a low here? We had a low of 15.22. We're not there. Another low, 15.34. Looks like 15.22 is the recent low, and if we break that, we could be headed back down to 1400. The gold miners, GDX basket of gold miners is up $1.24, nearly 2%, after having lost 4% yesterday, and chart just keeps looking weaker and weaker to me. The silver miners, SIL, is up 80 cents, up 1.29%, after having lost 4.5% yesterday, people exiting the miners. Is that run over? Let's take a one-year chart here. And, well, not much support, guys. It's going to have to find a natural bottom here. I am fully allocated to my miners and losing money at the moment. Hope and gladly, though, it is small money, not big money. Miners are just vicious equities. The DBB base metal fund of zinc and copper, etc., was down 1.37% yesterday to 21.62. No trades so far, but still pretty strong on that. Maybe has busted a lower low. All the metals, miners, precious metals are consolidating in here, trying to find support at some level. I would say with gold, worst case probably 3,800, something like that. With gold, with silver, could push lower into the 46s. We'll have to see how this rebound goes today. Let's move on. And in the economic calendar, this I told you about the Wednesday ADP employment report. Okay, so that was very strong, and that is going to diminish chances for a rate cut next month. And I don't know if we will get PMI, ISM, and Thursday, I don't know if we will get initial jobless claims, etc. Friday, Fed head speakers, what else we got? Consumer credit. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a lot of jawboning, and doesn't look like that ADP report really moved the market all that much. In the pre-market, we are down at 21 in the Fear Greed Index. That is extreme fear. People lost some money yesterday. This morning, Dow futures up 2, S&P down 9, NASDAQ down 54. NASDAQ was just bludgeoned yesterday. And let's check Bitcoin, which just looks like a sack of wet you-know-what. Bitcoin is up 1,029 to 102,553. after having bounced off 100,000, I believe. I don't know exactly when that happened, but definitely bearish on the Bitcoin chart until until further notice. Okay, let's just get on to the deals. I'm over on bestsilvergolddeals.com, sponsored by No Bullion Dealers. And welcome new members, subscribers, and just passing by. If you're buying the dip here, we're going to try to do that. We're going to try to find you the best possible price. Now would be a great time to give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Alrighty, moving on. What should we do today? Should we do the odd stuff? Let's do all the odd stuff today. What do you say? Let's start off with, well, we'll do a 1/10 gold Philharmonic. That's 435 at Monument Metals. Let's do a 0.1106 ducat, and we'll slow down and do the math. 456 over at Monument Metals. 456 divided by 0.1106, was that it? Something like that. And you have a melt of 41.22 against a 39.77 gold price. So fractional, not all that cheap. Let's keep going to something weird. Let's do the Polar Bear, also a good deal here. Full quarter ounce of gold, and that is 1047. That puts you at a $4,200 melt. What did I just say for the ducat? Was a 41. No, the ducat is the better deal. And you know, Canadian gold is foreign gold, so some dealers will pay the same for that coin as they would for the ducat. Let's do a $5 commemorative. You probably don't look at those very often. 972 for a 0.2419. Let's do that. 972. That is over at Monument Metals. Divided by 0.2419. What's the melt on that? That is 4,018. You can see what a great deal that is, and maybe cheaper on eBay. I think they've been about 500 bucks. I'm sorry. What have they been? 900 bucks? I'll have to get over there when I get there. Sorry, I'm throwing a blank here. Let's keep going. All right, something else totally weird. What would you buy? Okay, these half-ounce random sovereign coins, 2,046. Nothing in there I would hate to have in my stack. Let's move on to something else weird. If you haven't looked at the 1.85 proof gold set, 7,538. And the melt on that, 7,538. Didn't this touch close to 8,000 recently? Divided by 1.85 of proof, sovereign, U.S. beautiful gold. Your melt on this is 4,074, which probably beats the melt on the Gold Eagle. The Gold Eagle is a melt of 4109. So instead of buying two of these, you would buy one of the 1.85 proof gold set, and you get these more valuable fractional coins in the mix. Let's keep going here. What else do we have that's weird? Pre-33. Well, you can always pick up pre-33 right around spot. Let's see. I'm going to skip that. Okay, and the Krugerrand is usually also a good choice. The Hunter Corona, 0.98 ounces of gold. It's pretty too. Over at Safe Haven Metals is 3,942. Let's do the math on that. I think the fractional is cheaper. 3,942 divided by 0.98. I'm pretty sure that's it. And you are at a melt of 4,022, so about the same as that Krugerrand on a melt basis, but I would go for the fractional over the bigger gold. What else do we have? The 5 peso. I like this little guy. Haven't bought it yet. But 1,009 for a 0.25 ounce of gold, a Centenario. And that's kind of cool. That is a $4,000 melt, so that's a good deal. Always go with fractional over larger gold. Your buyback may be higher on a premium basis. All right, the random platinum deal is still a weird deal, but over at bullion.com, $5.45 for a 1/3 ounce of platinum. So not a popular coin, that's why they're moving them out here, but it is platinum, and you'd be around $16.30 melt on that against a spot price of $15.43. So it's $100, it's a $90 premium over spot. Futures tends to run hotter. Oh, I don't have the future spot price. No, I do here. Wait a minute. 1537 futures and 1544. Well, they're pretty much in parity, aren't they? Anyway, about a $90 premium on those little guys there, and nothing wrong with that. Are they circulated? I think they are not circulated. Comes in protective packaging. I don't see the specs on that. Um, Here's the specs over here on the right at bullion.com. That's odd. They're not going to tell us. So you may want to email them and ask them if they're brilliant uncirculated or not. Okay, moving on. The 25 gram platinum pack is off the beaten track, but it's a good price at $15.78. And yes, the melt on that will be whatever, 1800. But these little 1 gram platinums have a nice aftermarket value for you flippers. Anything new in the goldbacks? I thought there was a new goldback recently. Oh, what do we got here? This is the Florida Goldback, half Florida Goldback, $3.94. The 1/2 Oklahoma Goldback. Can I get a bigger picture of that? There we go, 1/2 Oklahoma Goldback, $3.94. Current Goldback price, $7.94 a gram. So people do buy these, trade these, and admire them for the beauty. A Silver Eagle, a little cheaper this morning. Well, actually with spot up, maybe not. 54.57 for a backdate BU Silver Eagle. Nothing smoking there. The calls are going to be 50.51. Too much. We're going to go to eBay for those. My green light is on. I think we're still consolidating between 46 and 50, and volatility is dropping. You might also note that after several days of outflows in the SLV, there were inflows yesterday. Here's something about Treasury bills. In Treasury to issue 558 billion in 3-year notes, 42 billion in 10-year notes, 25 billion in 30-year bonds. Okay, so we got some Treasury issuances there. 10-year yield has popped up to 4.101. Treasury trying to dump its paper. Let's keep going here. What else do we got? We're going to go right to the Maple for your cousin Mabel. 53.12 for a backdate Maple pre-shield guard BGASC. A Kangaroo over at Bullion Exchanges, 51.44 BU Kangaroo. Britannia, 51.79. Let's go to the Philharmonic. Philharmonic is 50.74. Silver, according to them, is up 40 cents, losing steam here. Let's keep going here. Off the beaten track, what would you want to get? Well, you definitely want to pick up the limited edition silver proof set. That goes tomorrow if you haven't already picked that up, and you can sell that to a friend or flip it on eBay. Or keep it. That'll be a good set last year from the San Francisco Mint. Marines is also coming up on the 10th. Over at Costco, if you want to get gold right around spot, this would be the way to do it. And you've got a 1-ounce gold bar at a nice lower price. Look at that, $41.29. Ooh. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's do the math on. Oh my gosh, they got the fractional as well. A little excited about Costco right here. $41.29. Now, if you have the Executive Club membership and a 2% rebate credit card, you'll save 6%. Times 0.96, ergo. And there you are at $39.63, right around melt for a beautiful little Rand bar. I like that elephant bar a lot. Now let's do the silver. $5.20 on silver. $42 off, $20 off would put you at $50 melt. Go away, Rakuten. Would put you at $50 melt on the Liberty bar here. They're very pretty bars. So that's probably cheaper than most Buffaloes you'll find out there. And, oh, what happened? I got to go back. Let me go this way. Now, I always like these fractional gold sets. Look at that. They're charging up for the Pamp bar, $41.99, and the Rand bar is $41.29. Absolutely no, very minuscule difference in those two bars. I wouldn't pay up for the Pamp bar, and the Pamp bars are more heavily counterfeited. Let's see. Oh my gosh, they got this Bald Eagle bar. That's very cool. Oh my gosh, and they got the Dragon bars. Oh boy. Oh, those are very nice. The Dragon Good Luck bars. Nice flip on those if you get those for 500 bucks. That is worthy of a buy this morning right there. That Dragon bar. Let's see. And 13.79 for 10 grams. That is really cheap. Well, look at Costco throwing up all the deals there. 137 and then minus about $5. You'd be at 132 melt. 132 melt on a 10-gram pack in the packaging. If you go over to bullion.com, their new customer deal. So this is why we like Costco. Every once in a while, even a blind squirrel finds a gold nugget. Okay, where's the 1 gram gold? I just screwed up there. Here we go. So look at this. Here's a beat up 1 gram gold bar for 128, and you're getting that Costco deal. Not that one. You're getting you're getting that Costco deal at just about $5 more per gram. You could definitely buy all you want of those. Now, I don't think gold is going to fall through the floor here, so that's a good long-term purchase during a dip before they raise their price. Oh, that's very nice, very nice. I might have to pause and buy something. God, the Dragon bar is, God, that would be good too. It would not be hard for me to get up off some cash here. But cash I don't actually have. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, that was so nice, so nice. We want to get on to the junk. I don't know, it's about $1 under spot. You don't have to check that. I've been favoring the Mercs lately. The silver below spot page at Bullion Exchanges is 40%. Don't touch it. We have got 33.75 times face, and that's a cash price. All right, we want to go to Cull World Coins, sticking with the really weird category. 49.64 for one, 49.44, and some of those might even be 4.9s, but they will definitely be beat up. You may want to go to 1 ounce rounds, 48.59 over at Golden Eagle. And what is their buyback price? 48.59 to buy them, and ooh, come bigger. 48.59 and to buy, and 44.52, under $45. So pretty sizable buy-sell spread there. Silver Eagles, they're paying 47.36. They're selling them for 54.22. Here's a 20 franc for 7.62. Yet I digress. Okay, not terrible, but we can do better than that on eBay. Let's see. Let's move on to, again, something weird. The 1.5 ounce coins you guys like. For what reason, I do not know. But they're only $1 over spot. So, and are they BU? If they're old Canadian, they may be milk spotted. And what are the specs? They're circulated, so they're going to be weird size, and they're going to be circulated. They're probably going to have milk spots. They may have tarnish, and nobody will want them. But other than that, they're great coins. But they may be 4.9s, so that may be the saving grace there if you want to melt those ugly coins. We've got a silver kilo for 1,589. Buyback price is 1,541 at Safe Haven Metals. They advertised their buyback price. Oh, they have two. Oh, that's not the buyback. That's the ask and the bid. Oh, sell to us, 1,447. So the buy-sell spread on that is enormous. Don't buy from them. That's probably $1 over spot, something like that. Let's go to a Hyundai. These have been too expensive also, even at $1 over spot. Monument Metals, 48.88 for 100-ounce bars. You just don't need to pay that much. And where's the weird stuff? Limited edition silver proof set. I hear they may. Now, this is weird. It says sold out. So, sold out, and then the information we're getting from the surreptitious sources says there's 5,000 to sell. Will they release tomorrow? Is that tomorrow? Will they release tomorrow or not? I think they will. When it says sold out, maybe that means the subscription is sold out. I don't know. That's just kind of strange. I don't recall that. But that's a good set. You should make $100 on that set. All right, let's get on to eBay. We're going to try to find a better price using our 3% rebate credit cards, the PayPal credit card, the American Express Everyday Cash credit cards. Links on my website, and you must check out through PayPal. And then we net that off the price, and that's how we get smoking deals here. Okay, let's show them what we can do with the Silver Eagles. Okay, if you're new here, this is how we do it. We look for, this is the sort you'll get when you click the links on my website. I always appreciate when you do that. And then we go from low to high, and we find the best seller at the lowest price. And bang, there it is right there. Now here we go. Now don't go to their website, you'll pay much more, but Bullion Limited, and you decide if that's related to bullion.com or not, but they are selling a tube of 20 BU Eagles for $1,069. That would be $53.50. Out the door, you're going to save $1.50, so you'll be at $52 on backdate BU Eagles. Smoking deal if you got to buy today, if you think prices are headed back up. So good. That's so good. We'll just keep going here. Can we get it cheaper from the same seller? Look at that. Even cheaper in a lot of 100. That's $53, $1.50 off, $51.50. Now you guys are asking, you know, should you get the culls? Well, if you can get BU at $51.50 out the door, hell, if you got $5,000 laying around, boy, oh boy, 100 Eagles cost a lot more than they used to. Let's keep going here. Oh, that's smoking. We'll just do the maples this morning. And here we got, is this the ugly maple? That's the ugly maple. He can't sell it. Don't buy it. Here's bullion.com, $13.19 for backdate maples, $13.19 on our cheat sheet, which takes out the 3%, is going to put you at $51.22 on the maples. Don't you dare buy those before you buy the Eagles. Let's just keep going here. And also junk has been pretty damn cheap. If we can get this 3 under spot, I'll be happy. 50 Mercury dimes, no. 2 rolls, $10 face value, 33.9 for Rosie's. Big seller, good feedback, 33.9. We'll slow down here. 33.9 times face times 0.97. So your out the door is going to be 32.88 divided by 0.715. And your melt on these Rosies, and they'll be full weight it seems, would be $45.99. You got a spot price of $47.78, $2 under spot. Not 3 and 4 like it was before, but not bad right there. And page down, you'll find better stuff if you want something a little more exotic. Let's do a large lot, and I don't want the $50 face. Here you got Slick Quarters from Liberty. Yeah, the Slick Master. I'm going to skip all the Liberties. Let's see. Mercury Dimes, $34.80. Oh, yeah, these are nice. You guys are buying these up. 34.8. He'll take a best offer. I think he might take 34.10 or maybe 34.30. Give that a shot. He's taken best offers from what I hear from the community. So if you got out the door at 34.20, look at this. 0.2 times 0.97. Now be sure you default everything the proper way, or you'll charge the wrong card. 33.17 times face divided by 0.715. I don't know if he dropped his price or not here. 46.39. You're getting Mercs for $1.50 under spot. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, I'm going to skip the Carson Cities and the Morgans this morning and go right to a kilo. Oh, what do you say we look at a 1 ounce Libertad? 1 ounce Libertad, 25 in a tube, 15.49. What does that equate to? 15.49. Oh, it's just all the way off the charts, guys. Well, let me do the math. 15.49. Times 0.97 with a good card divided by 25, you are paying $60. Yeah, notice the floor on Libs. Now I thought we found them at 56 somewhere else a day or two ago. I can't recall where that was. It might be in the link up above. You can buy Libs here. Be sure you vacuum seal those though. Okay, we're doing weird stuff. Let's keep going here. Well, a kilo, got to do a kilo. And a kilo is 16.25. He is mid-size seller, great feedback, and is Scottsdale Mint, M-bar. A little scratched up. Got a couple little scratches on there, but that's pretty bar. We'll do the math on that. Ooh, nice. 1625 times 0.97. You know, and you can always ask the seller a question and ask him if he'll take 1600. They don't mind when you do that. But, you know, don't do it on something that's like really cheap. That's insulting. That kilo will be 1576 divided by, what's the number? 32.15. And you are out the door at 49 even. 49? Okay, I'm wrong. That was a bomb. Okay, let's keep going here. We're going to skip the vintage and go to the 100 ounce. 100 ounce bar is going to be $37.99 on that one, about 130 off, 36.60 or so. Ooh, ooh. It is a big seller, good feedback, $13 shipping. Look at that. Is this oh, it's a 50 ounce bar. Doggone, got excited there. Let's keep going here. I screwed that up. Yeah, you got to page down a little bit. 49.05, and then on that one, 150 off. 47.50, right around melt on those random bars there, and that's from Scottsdale. I like Scottsdale a lot. I buy from them and I sell to them. Okay, and that's that for that. What do you want to know? How about the cheapest platinum coin? And did I skip platinum? I can't recall. 1 ounce platinum, 1673, and 50 bucks off would be 1623 on a random platinum coin. You will not get the Platinum Eagle, I guarantee you that, and I don't know what the condition is. BGASC has a Platinum Britannia. Platinum Noble is always a good choice. Oh, those are random as well. Anyway, decent price on Platinum if you're buying that. And Platinum really taking a pretty good hit here. Could go lower, but I still say that Platinum is worth half of what gold is worth. All right, let's move on to the gold. And we have been cleaning up on Gold Eagles lately, and you guys are really taking advantage of that. But let's go to something weird. Let's go to a 1 gram. And a 1 gram is 145. So you saw that Costco deal in the 130s. And here is an out of assay 1 gram selling for 145. I recently sold some 1 gram pandas at, gosh, I think it was 155, 160. Now what I'll do is I'll buy that Costco deal and replenish my $160 grams with $138 grams. And I got the same amount of gold, and that's what you call a flip if you have an eBay store. Watch out for the 1099s. You know they send them, and when they do, you are locked into doing a Schedule C. Boo. Here's 1 gram gold in assay. I prefer that over the out of assay. So 145 or so, and then minus 3%. Let's keep going here and do, let's do random quarter ounce gold. I'm not sure what we'll find, but that was a good song. Let's see. Gold Buffalo, BGASC. Well, that's neat. 894. Let's see if that looks like a beat up coin. What do they say about it? BGASC says nothing. BGASC says can't tell. Can't tell. It's a mystery. But oh, it's out of stock. Okay, let's skip that one. Boy, that was just a waste of time, wasn't it? No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I think that would be okay. Random secondary market, beat up gold, 1048 on this. You'll take $32 off, and you'll be at one. Oh my God, 1015 or so. So about 40-60 melt on some beat up Sovereign. I think we had something similar right at the dealer. When the dealer price and eBay price are the same, save your rebates for something better. Here is a Philharmonic. Oh, BU Philharmonic. Okay, well, it's hard to screw that up. 1058, again, about 30 bucks off, 1028 or so for a quarter ounce. That's a $4,100 melt, something like that. Let's keep going here. All right, we got to do the Gold Eagle. Let's do the quarter ounce Gold Eagle. This is where we've been scoring. Quarter ounce Gold Eagle, 676. and that is from a big seller. Good feedback, free shipping. Oh, it's an Indian. No, 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 that is not a quarter ounce of Gold Eagle. That's a quarter Eagle, which are cool, but they carry a high premium. Anytime you can find pre-33, sovereign U.S. gold in fractional form at the dealer for a reasonable melt price, not melt, but a reasonable melt price, buy the Indians and the Liberties, and don't buy the ones with holes in them, God forbid. Let's see, here we got a 1/4 ounce. I'm sorry, I digressed. But pre-33 is worth buying, especially if you can get it close to melt, especially if you can get those Indians. And this is a 5 feedback seller. We say, no thank you, sir. We don't like you. Here is a 1/4 ounce Gold Eagle, 1104. This one is going to be, let me do the math for argument's sake, 1104 times 0.97. And here you go. Now the melt on this is going to be 4,280, but 1070 compared to the dealer price, and it's a big dealer, right? So you don't have to fear that on eBay. 1070 versus the dealer price of 1095. You're going to save $25 on every Gold Eagle. And if you want to know the truth, you have more protection on eBay than you do at the dealer. The dealer can always tell you to pound sand, and some dealers are better than others, like APMEX will probably take anything back and kiss your toes because you're paying too much over there. Other companies, like bullion exchanges or SD Bullion may just tell you to pound sand. Customer service is not all that good at other companies. On eBay, if you get something inferior, eBay will support you on that. Now, what'll happen if you send that back, let's say you get one with a hole in it or something from Modern Coin Mart here. Although you got a smoking deal, you don't like it, you file a case, and eBay will let you take a picture and send that sucker back. What happens after you do that? They will immediately block you because you are not a rube. You did not accept what they sent. I'm not saying Modern Coin Mart will do that. They've never done that to me. I'm saying that you have actually more protection on eBay from these bigger sellers than you do at their website proper. And that is a good way to save money on a 1/4 ounce Gold Eagle. Let's go to the 1/2 ounce Gold Eagle. Did I get to the right place? 1/2 ounce Gold Eagle is $21.30. On that one, you take about $60, $70 off, and you'll be about $20.70 or something like that. That would be a good price. Dealer price on a full ounce Gold Eagle is $20.70. It ain't $20.70. Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted a 1/2 ounce. 2070, it is going to be 21.24. I'm going to save $50. Why not? Why don't you do that? If you don't have those credit cards, check the website. Let me go back here. I'm going to pop on down to the website. So here are the cards I recommend. The Amex card is 3% cash back. It caps at $6,000. They'll pay you a bonus when you use it. Click this link here. You've been referred by me. And you get 3% cash back. Only when you check out through PayPal. Make your defaults appropriate. The PayPal card, anybody with average credit can get. The better your credit, the higher your limit. You probably get a $20,000 limit on this card. But if you start buying, you buy $100,000 worth of gold, they may blackball you as a dealer. That happened to me. I can't use PayPal anymore. But for the rest of you guys, that's a great card, and there's a link as well. And then I like the Quicksilver and the Saver card from Capital One, not for metals, but for other things. So there we go. Picks of the day. I wonder if that Engelhard deal can come back. I wish it did. Oh, look, it came back, guys. Oh, it's 51. Wasn't it 51 when silver was at 50? They're not dropping the price on this, but it did come back. I like that. Now, you may get lucky and get the loaf bar. You probably won't. Probably get the press bars, but they're flat out worth it if you're building a vintage bar stack. I'm going to wrap it up there. So if you know somebody who's paying too much for gold and silver, share this video with them. Share it on social media. That always helps my channel. And you can also give me a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you want to see this more. If you want to be in the inner circle, over 40 people there now, $4.99 a month. I appreciate each and every one of my channel members, and you get some added benefits when you do that. So thank you so much for being here, and we'll check spot price one more time. I wish that labor report had come out a little weaker. Look at that, silver rallying on a stronger labor report and a higher 10-year. Where's the 10-year? Where's the 10-year? 411, holy crap. Now the 10-year rising, which means the dollar is going to be rising as well, and metals rising. Now you figure that out. So we may have found our bottom. That is contrary to normal circumstances, and it could be everything was baked in here. Boy, I don't want to go too far off the reservation, but that's a positive sign to have a dollar and a 10-year rising, and have metals rising too. I guess the sell-off maybe was overdone. You better go snag that damn Costco deal before it's gone. I'll see you guys tomorrow.